plastic wrap or cling film or saran wrap, whatever you prefer to use. You're gonna need parchment paper. So go to the store and get some parchment paper. If you live with your mother, she probably already has some, especially if she's a baker. You're also going to need a shirt. You will need a shirt. I'm starting with a white one. This is going to be my test. If it works, I have a few more that we can try and it'll be fun. The other thing you'll need is some scissors. So get some scissors. You'll need an iron. And you'll need a cool design. And I just happen to have a really cool design. Check out this super kawaii. So what you want to do is you want to trim your design very close. I want to keep these words in here though, so I have a lot of white gap. But basically, you are going to be ironing this on using the saran wrap or the cling film. I just printed this on a computer. It's a standard ink printer. The bolder the color, the better, so they say. And this is my first time trying this, so we'll see if this works. So the first thing I'm going to do is rip off a sheet of plastic wrap for this to lay on top of, so white side down on the saran wrap. So we'll go and grab that. It's okay to go big on the saran wrap. You're going to want extra to start. So place your design right in the center of the saran wrap. There you go. Kind of press it all flat. Make sure there's no hairs or anything or dust in the way. Nothing that's going to be sticking to it. Will the meaning be different if you transfer the symbols backwards? That's the joy of this plan, is you don't have the hassle of having to invert all your photos because you won't be transferring it backwards. It won't be an inversion. This will be directly applying. So then you're going to get another sheet of plastic wrap, about the same size. It's okay if it's a little bigger, a little smaller, because we're going to cut the excess. Now this is the tricky part from what I've seen in videos. Like I said, this worked on the Pinterest video, but I'm sure they would never use the fails, so we'll see how good this is. My plastic wrap folded on itself. You don't want it to be all creased and wrinkly. You want it to be very open. So I'm going to just very carefully lay this over top. Okay, that was pretty good. We're going to press it flat. Squeeze the wrinkles in the air out. We want the plastic to stick to the plastic. There's a little bit of wrinkling, but I think we'll be okay. So now I'm going to get my scissors again, and what you're going to do is you're going to cut the layers of cling wrap really close to your design. We're gonna squeeze some of that air out. All right, next we'll pick it up and just slide it. And we're gonna lay our t-shirt down so we have it kind of centered where we want on our shirt. So let's make sure when you're ironing, you're using either an ironing board or a firm surface that's not gonna burn. And I've got this where it's going through double layers of the shirt. And I've got the iron set to the lowest setting because I've never done this before. And the one thing Pinterest left off, which I think is like crucial, is what setting your iron should be on. So I'm just going to kind of center that on the shirt. And then to prevent any burning, actually the folding lines are helping me center this. Put it up a little bit higher. There we go. You're going to take your parchment paper, but you want to make sure your parchment paper does not move, but covers your whole design. This is going to protect everything. And like I said, since I've not done this before, I have the iron on the lowest setting, and we're going to see what happens. If this works, we'll make a couple shirts today. So I'm just slowly covering. I'm just going to iron over this part of the parchment paper because it's driving me nuts. Just going to go real slow over it. Really make sure it's on there. But yeah, if this works, I mean, that was a really quick, like 5-minute shirt. I'm just going to take a peek at it now. We're going to just see if we need to make the iron a little hotter or if it's working. I think we might have to go a little bit hotter. So I'm just going to turn the crank up a little bit. We're on synthetics right now, and I'm just going to go between synthetics and silk wool. So The saran wrap's doing what it needs to do as far as sealing the paper inside, but it's not quite adhering to the shirt yet. So we'll just give it a little extra heat. That worked. We just got to heat up the top. Guys, it totally works. Pinterest was right. I just got to make my words hotter. Pretty fun. It's a fun thing you can do with kids or family events to make like a team shirt. Yeah, look at that. That's on there. We'll call that a win. Now, kids, we're going to let it cool, and we'll do transfer number 2. We're going to try it on a color shirt now. Starting at step 1, peel all your tags and your stickers off your shirt. Get yourself a rad, super heckin' cool design that you know she will like. Ba-bam! It's a pug hot dog. Then you gotta cut it out. Ba-bam! Design trimmed. Well, I'll have to put that centered right over here. Whoosh. Okay. Okay, we are ready to start that one. Like right about yay. But yeah, that's on there. It's just going to have a little bit of edging like that from that cling wrap, but I don't know how much that will show up. Like right now I've got a light hitting it. It'll probably show up in the sunlight, but sitting in a room across from someone, it may not show up as bold as this. So that leaves design number 3. There you have it. Easy to do from home custom shirts. You can make whatever you want. Basically, we surmised that the cling wrap actually worked best on the white shirt because the borders show up less, but it seems like it actually stuck better to a non-colored shirt. This is also a bit different feeling texture from the other two that have color. This is probably the softest shirt, but being that's a charcoal gray, it did show up a little bit more here on the edges, all of the saran wrap that we used. However, it's on there, it's good. The blue one was a bit trickier, I think because it's a little bit starchier of a shirt. It's also it's a dark yet bright color, being that it's a blue. Yeah, I'd say that the Pinterest hack was successful. Go for lighter color shirts if you can. If you're shooting for a dark shirt, I'd say trim it a little bit cleaner than I did, but not too far, because you don't want to lose your seal on here. Or do as Meggarang suggested and cut a block and make it seem like that's part of the design.